Right, I've been asked to try and explain how the characters that I watch on stage have come from the book. I've gone to a script and how I feel about it. Well, that's again, it's another very difficult question. So when I originally sat down and wrote the book, it took me less than a weekend, because I knew what I wanted. I knew where I wanted it to go and how I wanted it to read, and I just went for it and I did it. And I must admit that when I was doing it, I had tears, because it was quite an emotional story to write. Then when the idea was sprung about turning it into a play, which was something I'd always wanted, obviously I had images of what the family looked like in my head, because there's no pictures of the family in the book, but I knew in my head what they looked like and what they sounded like. So that was something that I was a bit worried about, because I thought I don't want them to be on the stage and not be who I envisaged, if you like. I don't want them to look out of place or wrong. So that was a bit of a worry, because obviously I'd never done this before. And then we written the script. I got the script down with help from Kevin, and yeah, I was made up with the way the script was going. It was a bit difficult at first, but then as it was going on and I was writing it, you know, you're playing it out in your head, if you like. So when two people's talking, I've got them in my head as talking. It's weird unless you've done it, you know. And I was quite surprised how it came over to me, but I loved it. I loved writing the script, but I still had this thing at the back of my head thinking, but what are they going to look like on stage? Because I didn't know at the time who this group of actors were going to be, and I'm thinking, what are they going to look like? How are they going to act? Are they going to deliver the way I'm imagining them delivering, or how I want them to deliver? So the first time I sat and watched it, it was as though they'd been inside my head. The characters and the people on that stage and the actors had been in my head, and they'd gone and found the character that they were playing in my head, and they just took everything from them on board to them, and they brought them to life on stage. So it was surreal, to be honest, because it's weird when you're sitting there. If you've written a script, you know what's coming next, and you know what the audience reaction may well be, because you know it's going to be a funny bit, a sad bit, a heartbreaking bit. So you're waiting for the reaction, and I'm thinking, if you don't deliver it like I've written it or like I've imagined it, this is going to fail here. But every single performance, every single actor has hit it bang on the nail, and you can tell that by the audience reaction. And when you're sitting in the middle of it, and they don't really know who you are, you're just watching it, they don't know you've written it or whatever, and you hear people around you laughing and crying and whatever and talking about it. And then in the break, when I mingle with all the people, go downstairs, get a drink and whatever, to listen to what they say about them characters is exactly what I wanted. Because the group of actors that we've got on this now, they're just off the scale. They really are off the scale. They brought every single one of my characters to life in front of me for real. I'll never be able to thank them enough. And yeah, so it was a very difficult process, I suppose. And it was I worried more than possibly I needed to, because I thought, I knew what I wanted, and I thought, if these don't deliver it, am I going to say to them, well, actually, no, you're getting that wrong? Because I never felt that I was in a position to say to someone, because, you know, they've been acting for years. I don't know the next thing about acting, but I knew what I wanted, and these just did it. They just delivered it. So honestly, if you want to go and be blown away, go and see this group of actors perform this play, and honestly, I guarantee you will not be, you just won't be, you'll love it. You really will. You won't, yeah. Honestly, I haven't got the words, because I'm just so emotional about it. But you won't be disappointed, I can guarantee that. And every single one of them, as I say, is as though they've just come straight from the book and onto that stage. So yeah, that's how I feel. So thank you.